Daniel, unable to reacquire the feminine touch in his life, suffers immensely from loneliness and isolation. He begins abusing alcohol and prescription drugs, eventually dying from alcohol poisoning in his apartment. It is assumed he committed suicide, but no suicide note is found. Ben never meets the purported love of his life, Stacy, and continues to smoke as a short-term cure for his anxiety and insecurity. After more than a decade of smoking, he develops smoker's lung, which culminates into lung cancer. Unable to afford treatment, he dies a slow, painful death. Deshawn cannot cope with his suicidal thoughts and chooses to suffer in silence. After several years of acute anxiety, stress, and social pressure, he hangs himself in his college dorm room. His body goes undiscovered for several days. Joey graduates college and becomes a programmer. He applies for jobs in several AAA companies, but all of them deny his applications. Without a woman in his life to provide comfort and support, he flounders and fails. Allie continues to delude herself by thinking she will achieve a high-level position in an animation studio in California or Florida. She ends up working as a waitress at a 2-star restaurant in New York City. She never accomplishes her dreams. Nikki earnestly tries to help Deshawn overcome his mental and physical problems. After Deshawn commits suicide, Nikki's mind shuts down, and she is unable to function like a normal human being. She lives with her parents for the rest of her life. Stacy, having never felt a true attachment to those she called friends, carries on with her life. She forges new friendships and romantic relationships. She gradually forgets about Ben until he becomes nothing more than a distant memory. John teaches himself how to play various instruments. He tours in small towns and villages in the Republic of Ireland, but never reaches mainstream success. He turns to cocaine. He dies of an overdose at age 27. His family never claims his cadaver. Mike divorces his wife and wins custody of his 2 remaining children. He works 2 full-time jobs just to make ends meet. Finally, he collapses, mentally and physically, from exhaustion. His mind goes numb, and he is institutionalized. Ariel, being wholly incapable of love and affection, never bonds with anyone. She continues to work at her current occupation and never makes anything of herself. She never travels the world or re-enrolls in college courses. She is mediocre. I am waiting for you last summer. If we get there one day, would you please open the gates? I'm sleeping under the dead tree. The earth is not a cold, dead place. It's a nice day for an earthquake. We are mostly made of nothing. We come from exploding stars. Look at you. Can't you see the overwhelming divinity of thee? Soon it will be cold enough to build fires. I don't think about you any less, but I don't think about you anymore. Tales of murder and dust. Do you ever think it's the end of the world? I just want to be your everything. My memory is just a drug. The brightest star you see is my wingtip over your home. There are a million roads to nowhere. I'm deeply sorry to interrupt your megalomania. Our fathers, who art from heaven, when kings have come, thy will be done. Forgive this day our daily bread. Give head.